Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. Today, I want to talk about revenge. Ooh, how to get revenge on your ex. There are two types of revenge. There is the low-value revenge, which is the one we most often hear about, and that would be doing things such as calling your ex out on social media, spray painting a message on their car, taking a baseball bat to their car. Carrie Underwood, I'm talking to you. However, I want to discuss high-value revenge, something that will make your ex regret breaking up with you, as opposed to thinking that you've gone crazy and reinforcing their decision to break up with you and thinking that it was actually a good idea. But before I do that, I want to remind you to make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future videos. And while you're at it, tap the bell icon and you will be notified when my new video is up. So let's look at the definition of the word revenge. I went to the dictionary and I actually ended up getting the definition of revenged, which actually works better in this case. And it says to exact punishment or expiation, whatever that is, for a wrong on behalf of, especially in a resentful or vindictive spirit, to take vengeance for, inflict punishment. But the thing is that any punishment that you inflict on your ex with low-value revenge is going to be temporary, because the examples I mentioned, as I said, they are going to be glad that they broke up with you, and you'll come across as low value, and it lowers your chances of getting them back together. I mean, sure, they'll be in pain when they have to get their car replaced or get their car fixed and pay for that, unless, of course, they take you to court and have you pay. But that's going to be temporary, and you don't come off looking very well. So if you want revenge, that means that you're still interested in your ex. Otherwise, you wouldn't care. You would just move on. And the main reason you want revenge is because they hurt your ego. When they broke up with you, you felt powerless, and revenge makes you feel powerful. But if you do low-value revenge, that feeling doesn't last. You'll have temporary relief, but after a while, you're actually probably going to feel worse when you look at what you've done and how your ex now really hates you. So let's talk about high-value revenge. This is revenge that you benefit from in a positive way, and they won't even realize that it's revenge, and it causes them to possibly want you back. Now, we've all heard success is the best revenge. Yes, I know. However, that applies more in terms of business situations or towards people who put you down or didn't believe in you. Then you're successful and they're like, oh, I didn't believe in you, but now I do. La, la, la. But for revenge on an ex, that model works more on women, because men don't usually care if a woman is successful, unless, of course, they're gigolos or they're looking for a sugar mama. For guys, you should use the breakup to fire you up and to fuel your ambition. So for you, yes, you want to be successful, because women are wired to look for the best provider for their offspring, and the more successful you are, the more chance that they'll regret their decision and may want you back. But at that point, you may not even want them back, because now you're more successful, you have maybe more women after you, and you'll be like, I don't know, go back to an ex who broke up with me, or date this new woman over here who wants to see me. You may have heard of the story of Mark Cuban when he was still trying to build his companies. He was working 7 days a week and never taking any vacations, and his girlfriend at the time broke up with him. Well, look at him now. I'm not saying he got successful as revenge against her, because he was already on his way, but don't you think now that she wishes that she hadn't broken up with him? I would think so. And who knows that she didn't try at some point and he probably said no. Now, for women, in terms of saying that success is the best revenge, you would have to apply that to your physical appearance because men are visually attracted. That's how they're wired. So don't get mad at them. Don't get mad at me for saying it. That's just how it is. So use that to your advantage. And that means you want to maximize your looks. Most people are not maximizing their looks, both men and women, either because they don't want to, they don't know how, or they don't think they have to. They think, hey, I'm a 10. Okay, if you say so. And I actually do makeovers with my clients. I love doing makeovers. I used to be a model, and then I was a photographer, so I'm very visually oriented. And a lot of times I'll just look at someone and go, okay, that guy, he just needs to cut this and do this, and he'll look great. Or she needs to do this, and she'll look great. So if you want help in maximizing your looks, you've found the right person. Hit me up. And so in terms of maximizing your looks, it means that as many people do after a breakup, you lose weight, you work out, you get more toned. Maybe it's a haircut, change your hair color, fix your teeth, whatever. A girlfriend of mine, she was upset because this guy, wasn't paying attention. It wasn't really a breakup, but he really wasn't taking her very seriously. And so she lost about just 10 pounds. She lightened her hair, went a little bit more blonde. She grew it longer. She got eyelash extensions, and suddenly, boom. Guys were after her left and right. It was crazy. Now, this particular guy, he didn't necessarily want her, didn't make him want her more, but it didn't matter because at this point she was getting so much attention from so many guys that she upgraded. So that was her revenge. Think of high value revenge as something that helps you out. So guys, as you become more successful, and by the way, you can also maximize your looks, that impacts your life positively because you're more successful. And women, you become more beautiful. This is why you want to do high value revenge. You're showing your ex that you're flourishing, life is better without them, and you didn't fall apart when they broke up with you. In fact, you took the high road. Because any type of revenge is going to take time and energy. If you do low value revenge, you'll be wasting your time and your energy, and you won't have a high return on that. However, if you do high value revenge, you will be improving your life and you will have a high return on that. So I want you to leave a comment below about how you got revenge on an ex, and I can't wait to read these comments. In the meantime, if you'd like to contact me about a private coaching session, and if you want to help maximize your looks, I would love to do that. You can contact me at my website, theartoflove.net. If you're listening on YouTube, remember to like and subscribe. If you're listening on iTunes, I would appreciate it if you would rate and review the podcast. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.